Hi everybody, my name is Jan Dufour and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located just outside of Louisville, Kentucky. I was trying to think of what to do because we're getting into the end of March, beginning into April, and our new catalog comes out in May. And what that means is that there will be 5 new in colors that we will be getting, and there will be 5 in colors that we will be losing. The ones we're losing are Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide, Starry Night, and Ocean Oasis. So I was going to make a card using a stamp set and make with that. But I also wanted to show you some of the kits that I've been making. Kits are a great way for you to do cards quickly. They're still handmade, and the person who receives that will recognize that. And they're relatively inexpensive because you don't have to buy anything. Everything comes in the kits. There's several kinds of kits. There's craft kits that make things that are 3D items. There are card kits, but there are 2 kinds of card kits. One kind of card kit has no stamping. This is one of them. This one is called, of course I don't remember the name of it. It is called, oops, I'm gonna flip this over and make a mess. Hang on. It is called Saying Thanks. And it is an inexpensive kit. It's only $13. And you make 9 cards, which means for $1.44, you are making a handmade card. Then there are ones that have a little bit of stamping. There'll be a stamping spot in it and some photopolymer stamps in it that you get to do a little bit of stamping. Those generally run around $21, which makes each card about $2.33. Anyway, I'm going to show you how easily this is. I am not using in colors, but when I saw this particular kit, I just ordered a bunch of them. I thought, wow, if you wanted to, you could supplement and do other things with these cards and add different things if you wanted to using these colors, because they all really go with them, although Tahitian Tide's the only one that's actually one of the colors that they say. The other cool thing is the envelopes are always cool. And so I'm going to show you how to make each one of these, just one of them. I've made one, I'll make another one, and there'll be yet a third one of each one to make. But I want to show you how simple they are. Let's put these aside. First of all, if you're watching me on YouTube and you want to look at the project sheet, I don't actually have a project sheet for this one because it comes with its own project sheet, fully instructed with all kinds of pictures. So I didn't have to make one, but there are other things on my blog that are free, other project kits not project kits, project sheets for other stamps sets that I've done. And you're welcome to go there, which is stampmesilly.com. If you have any questions or if you'd like one of our new catalogs and you're not already a customer who has purchased something from me, because you're automatically going to get one if you have, you can email me at jandufour@yahoo.com. Or if you want to purchase anything, including any of these kits, you can go directly to my online store at jandufour.stampinup.net. All right, let's put this away. As I said, the instructions comes with a pretty picture on the front. It does have multiple languages on it, so if English is not your current first language, there are others to help you with. But let's start with the thanks. So it comes with this card. And as I said, there's multiple languages. There's 2 cards on here. French, German, and Dutch, I think. Anyway, so I've already made one, so that one is going to be put aside. I personally have French-speaking relatives, so I keep the French ones, but I'm going to take out thanks. You can pull out all 3 of them at the same time to save you a little bit of time. And I'm also going to take out the thank you because that is another one that we're going to be making later. But for right now, we need the thanks. And it tells you to take and cut 9.5 inches of the string, which comes on a little thing, and there's always extra. I've already cut them all out, and there's a little bit of extra there. And basically it wants us to make a little faux bow. It's not wanting you to tie a bow or anything like that. We're just kind of putting them side by side. I'm going to lay it down because I want to put, as it shows you here, on behind the thanks, you're putting 2 strips of the sticky two-sided foam tape. There are 2 sizes in this one. One is a long one and one is the 2 short ones. The long one is for making this card, and it's very clear in the instructions. So I need 2 of these. I'm going to put them on the back of thanks and over here. And then I'm going to peel this off. Oops. These are very easy and quick to put together. Personally, I like to do a little bit of stamping. This one doesn't have any, and that's okay. I really like the thank yous. I thought that they looked real cute. Now, I've just left my little bow there with the 2 ends and the 2 loops. Kind of put them where I want them, and I'm just going to stick it. And this is a glass mat, which was available during our Celebration Join. This is very sticky. Luckily, it's a glass mat. It won't hurt it. Celebration. They may have it for sale later on. We're not sure. And then we're just going to place it down where we want it. And it has, in addition, one of the sayings here that says, "You're the best," which is, "You're the best" is right on the top. Again, this is something that you can do all of them at the same time. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and just take out "Just Wanted to Say," because we're going to need that for the next card. And then "I Appreciate You" will be for the 3rd card. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out. These, again, are all in the other languages, so we'll put those aside. So "Thanks, You're the Best." I just need 1 of them. Turn it over and put a little bit of foam tape. Very convenient because they're all cut and they're all the right size. Oops. And then we're going to take that topper off the back. Turn it around, make sure it's not upside down. And it just lays just beneath. I'll make it a little bit straighter. And then they usually have some kind of bling. These are very flat, which is nice because that means that we can mail them through the mail. And they tell you how many to put on there. There's 5. Everybody's getting 5. All of the cards have 5. And it's usually an odd number. And I usually put 1 somewhere on the sentiment. You don't have to. It doesn't really specify where you should be putting these. They shouldn't all be lined up. So I'm kind of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put this one over here. Doesn't really matter. There you go. I'm done. So there's our first one. Our second one is, this says "Thank You." And we need this one. And again, we need a faux bow. This is also 9.5. Pull this off. And we're going to weave this around. They kind of put each end, and if it's not quite matching, you kind of pull on them until it does. Set this aside. Again, I'm just laying it down kind of where I want it to be when I want to pick it up with the glue. And then they've got 2 sentiments, so they've got 2 slices of the foam tape, and we need to say "Just Wanted to Say." So here's a "Just Wanted to Say." I'll turn that around, and we'll put these down. as you can see, these move right along. And if you do all three of the same one at the same time, you're not going to be looking at the instructions very long. And I'm not really looking at them much either. And the other nice thing is if you don't like what the kid has done exactly, go into Pinterest. People do hacks all over the place, change things around. Now, you'll notice, I'm going to use this one first, that there is a lot of space over here. And that's because they want you to tuck it behind. So the blue is the edge of where it's going to be. And you want to put it just outside that. Now I'm going to put this kind of on the high side and to the edge. So there's not a whole lot picking this up. As you can see, it's kind of off to the side. And I am mindful that it's going to be on the blue. So I want to make sure my words are outside that. So we're going to do this. And then we do want it straight. There we go. And again, this one. And you can turn it in a little bit, but we still want it outside the blue. And then we're going to take our other big sentiment, which we already took out. This one shows, again, only one, so we don't have to put a lot. There's plenty of them. If you wanted to put more, you could. But I'm going to just take this off and slip this on. And we're, like I said, it's got to meet up at the bottom and show a little bit of the blue. And you've got these that you can adjust a little bit. There we go, to get them together. Separate them out a little bit. You've got that there. And again, we need some bling. We're going to put these all over the place. One there. Again, I always try to put one on the sentiment. You don't have to. That's just kind of the way I roll. And then we're going to put one. Oops. Well, if I pick it up properly, I will. I use my take your pick tool, the putty end. Works really well. A lot of people like using one of our pointy or the picky end or the palette end. I call this one kind of a shovel, but I like the putty tool. So I'm going to put that aside, and that's number 2 done. So that doesn't take very long. And then our last one is going to be this one. And I kind of laughed when I saw this one. Okay, so here's the instructions. So it's taking this. There's a lot of little hearts here. And I did notice, I took the first one off all individually, but I did notice you could do all 3 at the same time. That's why this one is missing. I laid them all on top, and if you're going to do this, you might as well do all of them at the same time. They come out very easily, but they do have to come out. And there are 32 of them. I counted them. So we're just going to pop all these out real quick. Now, if I'm industrious, I may come up with a reason to use these hearts. I will leave them hanging around in a little basket for a little while. And if they don't get used, they will become confetti for my garbage. I don't know. We'll see. They're little, they're cute. I just don't know if I can come up with a project. Mostly because I have to demonstrate. Not everybody gets this kit, so that's going to be my excuse when I throw them out. All right, so here's our whole pile of hearts. I'm going to go ahead and sweep these up and put them in my little bucket over here. I got lots of them over there. All right, now this one is using the longer one according to the instructions. So we have one at the top. And then we have one, not quite in the middle, it's kind of elevated, but it's where we're going to have the words, and then one at the bottom. And there are more than you need always. Oops, I got both of them still together. Let me remove that one. Let me take off this. So in a very short amount of time, I will have almost completed 3 cards. So I just always do, if 3 sides are right, the 4th one will be right. So I'm kind of looking at this to see how much space. That should make it about even. There we go. And this one says, I appreciate you. I'll flip that over and we'll put one of our short ones on it. Now this piece of string, I think because they didn't want to hide the hearts, is shorter. It's only 6 inches. Again, so this one tells you it's at 6 inches. You're still doing the faux bow. So we do the same thing and wrap it around. We like our ends to be up, hitting at the bow part. We'll hold that down. Whoops, I didn't take off the backing. Take that off. Turn this around. Kind of put that, not quite in the middle, but there we go. And still adjust it while it's here. Put that right in the middle. I appreciate you. And my husband is home and making noise downstairs. I apologize ahead of time. Not ahead of time, after the fact. Again, I'm going to put 1 on the sentiment. And I'm just going to, and I'm not going all over the card. They kind of showed that they didn't do that. I'm just kind of, just gonna kind of maybe do that. Just kind of clumped it around there. And there you have it. There is your 3rd card. So altogether you'll have 9. These are the ones we've made today. And I'll make 1 more and that will complete them all. They have, again, the beautiful envelopes. And if you're interested in other kits, go look them up on my website. Again, my store is jandufour.stampinup.net. Go to shopping and kits collection. You can choose what kind of kit you want to look for. This one is under cards. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.